Hi, good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing fine. But unfortunately, I have a bit of bad news. So basically, when I was going on my computer earlier, I tried to open the document to make your notes in it, and it just wouldn't open. I like to think that all of the notes that I've written in there so far are all safe. I can't promise anything, but for some reason it just won't open on my computer at the moment. So what I'm actually going to do for this lesson, just for today, hopefully, is I'm actually just going to write some notes, just write them down, and then I can take a picture of the notes and send it to you. Okay. Yeah, I could just scan it into my computer and then I can send it to you as an email or just on Skype or something like that. Yeah, that would be absolutely fine. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so hopefully it won't take me too long just to write down some of the things that you're saying. I'll try and write as quickly as I possibly can. Okay. Yeah, so if you'd like, just start by telling me about what you're up to these days. Oh yeah, I remember you saying about being at university. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so I think you just said I'm in my first year in university. Did you say in university? Yeah, it would be more natural to say I'm in my first year at university. I accidentally wrote it wrong. I put I'm at my first year at university, but yeah, that's not quite right. See, everyone makes mistakes. Can you see that? Can you see that terrible mistake there? I'm at my first year at university. Everybody makes some mistakes sometimes. Okay. Yeah, so sorry. So yeah, you were talking about swimming. Oh yeah. So yeah. Just when you're talking about mistakes, instead of saying I do a lot of mistakes, you can say I make mistakes. We use the verb make, so I make a lot of or lots of mistakes. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So we have, if we're talking about swimming, front crawl, breaststroke. Okay, so you're not very good at breaststroke. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Instead of saying I'm worried that my arms aren't enough strong, we would actually switch those words enough and strong. Yeah, you're right. So I'm worried that my arms aren't strong enough. And something that I'm worried about is that I can't write quickly enough. I'm struggling with that right now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for understanding. No, I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I've just written that down. Yeah. Okay. So what are your plans for the weekend? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. There, I think you said I'm going. Do you say I'm going at a concert? You could say going to a concert. You could use a more formal verb like I'm attending a concert, but you don't need to. It's less natural, so you can say I'm going to a concert. I'm going to a gig. Gig is a very common word to use instead of concert. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, is that your favourite artist? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So that's a really good structure to use if you want to use one of my favourite, whatever the noun may be. But if you're saying one of, instead of one of my favourite artists, one of my favourite band, we do want to make it plural because we're thinking about it like it's one out of this group. So it's going to be one of my favourite artists, one of my favourite bands. Yeah. Yeah, I'll highlight that in the notes I'm writing. Yeah. All right. No, don't worry, don't worry. If you're talking about forgetting your grammar, so instead of I forget or, if you're using or, we would say all of something. We wouldn't just use the word or after word forget. That wouldn't sound very natural. So instead of all, you can say everything. So I forget everything. I forget everything I've learnt, if you want to say that. That's not my opinion. That's just thinking of an example for you to use. Please don't think that I'm assuming that's what you wanted to say. So I forget everything. Or I forget all the grammar. I keep forgetting all of the grammar. You could say something like that. Yeah, just be careful with how you pronounce the word grammar. So I'm going to try and help you with that to make it a bit easier to remember. When we've got the word grammar, so G-R-A-M-M-A-R, the initial sound, the initial syllable is going to be a gra. The second syllable is simply m. So the sound that's at the end of this, I don't want to confuse you too much with all the linguistics and stuff like that. But the sound at the end, that vowel sound, it's a relaxed vowel. And we actually call that a schwa sound. You don't need to know that. I'm going to write it in the notes as a bonus, but please don't think that you need to remember that. So grammar. Okay. Do you know how you were pronouncing it before? Yes, you were, unfortunately. So you were pronouncing it grandma. And that sounds very much like grandma, grandma. It's quite a natural way to pronounce your grandma, your grandmother, your nanny. all of those words, all of those possible words to refer to your grandma. Okay. And yeah, so it's not always clear that we're pronouncing the N in grammar. So the main difference is going to be that R sound at the end. So it's the grammar. Let me just show you so you can see it. I don't know whether this will make it any easier, but hopefully you can just see. So the grammar, it's going to look like gram, just a relaxed vowel at the end. Yeah, it looks like the word me, but don't treat it like a me, just a grammar. And then we've got over here grammar. Whoops. Grammar. Okay. Yeah, I know I didn't need to go into too much detail about it, but hopefully that just gives you an idea of my style of helping you with pronunciation as well. Yeah, of course. Okay, sorry, so what were you saying about your grammar? Sorry, grammar? Yeah, no. The thing is, if you don't use certain grammar structures, then you do forget it, unfortunately. That's just the way of life. So that's my job, that's why I'm here. I'm here to remind you of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if I use any grammar structures that maybe you haven't used before, or grammar structures that you struggle with, and you just can't think of how to use it, then please feel free just to kind of stop me. Even if you want me just to write down what I've just said, if that would help you, then I'm all for it. Yeah, no, please feel free. Even if you're like interrupting me, I like to be interrupted during the lesson because it shows that students are actually listening. If they're interrupting me to get me to tell them what I just said, shows that they're focused and they recognize it as a new term or a new kind of structure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. So, unfortunately, I have to go, but hopefully that's given you an idea of what this kind of lesson can be like if you want me to write everything down in my own handwriting. I know it's not really what you wanted when you booked this lesson, but maybe you can benefit from seeing my handwriting. Maybe it gives you an idea of how you can actually handwrite in English. I don't know. But I'll send all of this to you, just to show you again. Is it focusing? It's struggling to focus, isn't it? That's completely white. Okay, it's not going to focus. Everything's going wrong today. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you can see those notes. So I will send those to you later on. So you can revise them. Yeah. Lovely. Okay. Sorry again about the inconvenience. I'll get the document up and running for next time, I can assure you. Alright, lovely. Yeah, great to chat to you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thanks very much. You're welcome. Bye.